Coach, what does it say about your team to follow up a 15-run loss with a 15-run win?
We're even. Yeah, our average runs given up over the last 2 games went down by 13. So, I just told him, I was like, I told you the other day, you're going to play games like we did on Sunday and be on the losing end, and sometimes you're going to be on the winning end. Over the course of a long season, those games happen, and fortunately we won that one.
Reed Chumley, pretty hot at the plate right now, I'd say, at least against Marshall, right?
Yeah, no doubt. And we need some guys to get hot, It just takes, normally, when the whole team is together, it takes this many games to get in the flow of things. But since we've had so many different lineups and guys coming and going and hurt and not hurt, in and out of the lineup, it's going to take us a little bit longer this year to do that. So, and we're still not there yet because we have some guys that, as you know, JJ and Salve, that haven't played in a while and still being a little while yet. So, but when we get the whole team together, somebody has to go from the field to the dugout with old Coach Mays. So they're making that decision pretty tough on me.
Coach, with Reed, obviously coming from Houston Christian, obviously used to be Houston Baptist, they were kind of a giant killer the last couple of years. Getting him to come here, what all did that take, and what was it like? How much did you know about him?
Well, we knew he hit 392.
Sure, yeah.
You just don't do that by accident. I mean, you can hit 300, a soft 300. You can't hit 392 by accident. So he's doing something well. And he's played in our stadium a bunch. He was in the draft league.
Okay.
I think he led the draft league in homers one year. So he's had 2 summers in the draft league. So he's played in this park and knows what it's about. And he's starting to settle into the player that we thought we were getting when we signed him.
Is this the plan for your pitching today? Get X number of guys, X number of innings, and does that start playing into the league weekend series starting this weekend?
Yeah, for sure. We needed these guys that pitched today. We needed them to pitch exactly the amount of innings they pitched, and it was good. We didn't have to throw Hageman, Hamilton, Oliver. Those guys both pitched twice, I think, against Ohio State. So they needed a rest today to be fresh for this weekend. So once again, the strategy just worked out like clockwork.
After the way Sunday went, is it more maybe mentally, psychologically important to have a day like you all had today at the plate or on the mound, given who you all are playing this weekend?
I think it's important just from a team aspect to bounce back from it, because we talked about it in our team theater yesterday. This was a trap game. And I asked somebody in the room to define the word trap, one of our players, and 3 of them tried and couldn't do it. But somebody finally said, the word trap means that you're trying to catch something by surprise when they are not expecting it. And that's what this game was all about, a potential trap game, because we beat them pretty bad in Charleston. So we thought it was going to be easy. We got Oklahoma coming up. They're in first place. Guys like to look ahead. We came off an emotional weekend with Ohio State. So all that lines up into this being a trap game. But since you talk about it ahead of time, then they don't catch you off guard and they don't trap you. Most coaches just talk about trap games after the fact. But you can't avoid them if you let the guys know that there's the potential for that if you don't come out and play. And we really came out to play today.
Coach, in terms of future decisions, lineups and otherwise, how interesting is Aaron Jameson making things?
He's been fun to watch, man. We haven't had, since I've been here, he's the only MHS guy we've had, so it's cool to see the fans gravitate toward him and see him having some success. And yeah, he's one of those guys that's making decisions difficult, but it's just really cool for me to see him do what he's doing as the local kid. I just want to watch his career unfold and watch how much better he gets, and hopefully in a couple of years, everybody in this town will have seen him play for the Mountaineers for a while and watch his career unfold like I'm going to, and be really proud of the local kid.
The thing that I think is really interesting with him was he committed to you guys before he'd even played a high school game, if I remember correctly.
Probably so.
So I mean, you would probably seen him in middle school, or I mean, what was that like having
they don't play middle school
What?
baseball much around here, but yeah, back in the day before they changed the rules, we were getting commitments out of really, really young guys, and we hadn't seen them play much. They'd never seen us play, but that doesn't happen anymore. But we knew he was super talented, and he's got great tools. He's got power, he's got speed, he can do it all. He just has to become a great baseball player, and that takes longer than one season to do that. So he'll keep developing over time, but he's a tremendous worker. Even when he wasn't playing much early in the year, he's always working so hard. He's so coachable. He listens to everything, literally everything that every coach tells him. He listens to, and he's just a pleasure to coach and a pleasure to be around. And I'm just so happy that he's here and proud of him.
And with freshmen, a lot of times their knock is that they don't have a Division I ready body. He doesn't seem to be the case. He's a pretty big dude. How much of an advantage does that give him coming in here strong enough, big enough to compete at that level?
Yeah, I mean, put a high school team next to a college team. That's what stands out is the physicality. But he's got a history of a lot of injuries too, and he's never been able to get into the flow. It's been hamstrings and calves and elbows, and the last 3 or 4 weeks he's been healthy, and I think we're seeing what he's capable of as a healthy player because he is so physical.